Welcome to the Hobby June Pilot channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the executive orders relating to June that were issued by the President of the United States, Donald Trump. These executive orders, were issued, I believe, on the 7th, so 5 days ago, and there has been outrage by some in the June community and certainly among some hobbyists. When I listen to some of my favorite June show channels like June Nation, the Bill the June Review, Johnny June Flyer, Captain Rick Kelly, or when I listen to videos from 51 Jones, you would believe that the sky is falling down and it is the end of the world, and DJI Jones is in imminent danger of being banned. I'm sure not even DJI believes that hype. What I found alarming is that some are prepared to put their interests in the drone hobby or their interests as drone enthusiasts over security concerns raised by the United States of America, the government, and they are very quick to jump on the side of DJI and say that the US government must show me the evidence, as if issues of national security and classified information are just waved around on white paper in the public. It was the same hue and cry when issues were raised about security concern with the phone company, I think Huawei, and there were doubts. Turned out that they had serious security concerns. And so I am not one to just lightly dismiss the US government concerns, especially when it was raised by different administrations and different political parties. I cannot just give DJI a pass as if I don't know anything about the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and how it operates. And I'm not actually knocking, my fellow drone enthusiasts. Neither do I have anything personal against DJI. I believe that they make the best product in this era and the market. But I don't consider myself to be a DJI fanboy. Also, although I fly a lot of DJI drones, I've just flown the DJI Mini 2 SE. Phenomenal little flyer. I do have, this is the original DJI Mini SE. This is the DJI Mini 3 standard, and the controller here with the built-in screen. Have the DJI Spark. I still fly it a lot around, although I don't post videos. I have the DJI Air 3 here, and the controller, built-in screen. So I have nothing against DJI drones. I do have the DJI Mini 4K right here, phenomenal little drone. I have the DJI Neo, and I'm sure if I look at my collection, I'm going to find one or two more DJI Jones. So I have nothing against DJI, but I am not one who would just dismiss out of order any security concerns raised. And we must remember what happened in 2017 when similar concerns were raised by Homeland Security Department and the U.S. Army, and DJI had to make some adjustment with data protocols to allow flyers to fly without data. So I don't think that the allegations made against DJI are far-fetched, and I'm not saying that they are proven, and the DJI appears very willing to walk and to iron out these kinks, and I'm sure that in due course they will come to a resolution with the US government, and people will be able to get their drones, the new drones, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, and any other drone release. But you know what? Let us continue to discuss this matter with a video in the background. I want you to enjoy the beautiful scenery from the DJI Air 3 in North Caicos, first flying along the coastline in Battle Creek and then flying at the Belfield landing in North Caicos. So see you on the other side.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a...
Welcome back. So while I discuss this executive order, or at least my takeaway from the executive order, and whether or not this is the end of the road for DJI Jones, I'll just, as a matter of background information, the video in the background was recorded by the DJI Air 3, and I'm flying over the coastline here at Battle Creek, North Caicos. So, on the 6th of June this year, 2025, the US President signed two significant executive orders addressing unmanned aircraft systems, marking a pivotal moment for the commercial drone industry and national airspace security. The orders unleashing American drone dominance and restoring American airspace sovereignty establish an ambitious framework for expanding drone operations while addressing security concerns related to foreign manufactured aircraft. So the executive order at clause 7 speaks about the supply chain and security measures. So what the executive order established is a comprehensive measure or measures to address concerns relating to Chinese manufactured drones, while stopping short of implementing an immediate ban or any bans at all on Chinese manufactured drones. So in my view for now, DJI drones are safe, both existing and new ones. The Unleashing America Drone Dominance order directs all federal agencies to prioritize US manufactured UAS or unmanned aerial systems over foreign-made alternatives to the maximum extent permitted by law. Within 30 days, the Federal Acquisition Security Council, according to the order, must publish a covered foreign entity list identifying companies that pose supply chain risks as defined in the National Defense Authorization Act for the fiscal year 2024. And just as an aside here, in the background, the video you're seeing here, I'm still flying in North Cape, but it is a different location here. It's at the Belfield landing. So to continue with the executive order. Additionally, the Secretary of Commerce is directed by the order to take actions within 90 days, including proposing rulemaking and conducting investigations to secure the U.S. drone supply chain against foreign control and exploitation. Now, DJI did respond to the executive order as the leading Chinese drone manufacturer. DJI issued what some hail as a comprehensive response, welcoming aspects of the executive orders while emphasizing their security credentials. The company stated that DJI has a long-standing let me take that again, that DJI has long in its response, it emphasized its readiness to demonstrate security features and stand ready to cooperate with any rulemaking process or investigations into the safety and security of their drones. The company also highlighted that their drones feature robust security protocols and are subjected to independent audits and offer industry leading data privacy controls. Now, the viewers may remember that even before the Trump administration came into office, there were a lot of, let's say, hysteria about an imminent DJI drone ban, etc. So these executive orders, in my view, is a build-up and ongoing congressional efforts to address Chinese drone security concerns. And as it stands, I don't believe that at this stage that DJI drones are in any imminent danger of being banned. And apart from addressing DJI drones, the executive orders have some very useful initiatives that I'm sure a lot of drone hobbyists, enthusiasts, or people who fly for commercial purposes would fully embrace. So is this the end of DJI Jones? DJI Jones facing an imminent ban? I don't think so. But let us keep our fingers crossed and let us be vigilant. And let us also take the US government security concerns very seriously. There are some who, out of their sheer love for the hobby, tend to dismiss out of hand any concerns that the US government might have in relation to any security concerns where DJI drones or any Chinese manufactured drones are concerned. And in my view, I don't believe that this is something that should be taken lightly or dismissed lightly. And there are some who are calling and saying, well, let us see the evidence. Let us see the evidence that DJI drones are transmitting data back to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Let us see the evidence with their security breaches. And I think that this is an over the top demand. If security issues are concerned, I'm sure that those are going to be classified and they're not going to be shared really nilly. At the same time, I'm not saying that we must just take what the government says at face value, but we cannot be so driven by our love for the hobby that we would dismiss as out of hand any security concerns raised by the US government, or that we should say because other countries have no issues with DJI drones, that they don't pose any issues, security issues whatsoever. We just don't know. What we should hope for is some sort of negotiated outcome, so that whatever security concerns the American government have could be put to rest, either by DJI demonstrating beyond a shadow of a doubt that their drones are safe and do not pose a security risk, or the US government, through its investigative mechanisms, are able to thoroughly interrogate, so to speak, the DJI drones and other Chinese-made drones thoroughly, and they're able to rule out or to put their minds at ease that there is or there are any security concerns in relation to these drones. So while I want to enjoy the hobby and I would like to continue to fly DJI drones and probably the latest DJI drones, I am not going to be willfully blinded to the fact that the security concerns raised by the US government could be or maybe genuine, or I'm not going to say without more that DJI drones are absolutely safe, as some in the hobby is advocating. I believe that it would be dangerous to trust anything out of China or anything connected with the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. That being said, DJI makes good product. And there's no American company, in my view, that is close to making anything as good as DJI is producing at this time. And it is going to take a few years for any new company, US company, to come on stream and actually compete and deliver products. Anyway, as close as DJI has produced and is producing so far. So there's a balancing exercise to be had here, and I hope that it will resolve and resolve in a way that we will continue to enjoy the hobby and have the latest tunes from DJI. If you like this video, please like, please share, please comment, please give it a thumbs up. Most of all, thank you for taking time out to listen to this video. Cheers.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's